Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole and I like to do fashion DIYs, and today we are finally tackling this patchwork jacket that I made forever ago. We are going to clean up this edge because I've decided I have to clean it up, and I will also be adding in the snaps. I'm really excited to actually get to wear this thing. I think it's going to be like the denim jacket of my dreams. Like, how much more denim can you get? So, first thing I need to do is clean up this little raw edge here. I hate this. I'm just going to seam rip it open until, yeah, we're just going to start seam ripping. That's my plan. Okay, so like usual, things are always more complicated than I think they're gonna be. So what I've discovered is, because of the way I constructed this like bottom hem facing, it's not going to work. So I'm actually just going to take out the entire bottom piece and reattach it, and then it's gonna work, I think. Yeah, that's my plan right now. So I will be doing some more seam ripping.
Once the seam ripping was done, I now have to reattach the bottom hem. I did this by pinning right sides of the jacket and the right side of the hem together, making sure that I have at least a ½ inch excess at the ends. To make clean corners, I folded the hem inwards towards the stitching, pinning that flap, then stitching a line to make a right angle that's in line with the edge of the jacket. Then I trimmed off the excess and flipped it right side out, then flipped the whole hem right side out before pinning it into place.
I have made good progress so far. I've cleaned up the edges. They look great. The last step now is just to do the hand stitching all the way along the hemline. This is a little bit of a time-consuming process, so I'm just gonna honestly get a little comfortable on the couch and hand stitch while watching like an episode of something. So that's where I'll be for the next 30 minutes. Okay, the hand stitching is done, and I am so much happier with the way this looks. It's so much cleaner and the ends are just amazing. So now I can finally move on to the snaps using my hand press. So I still haven't really tested anything out. I haven't even opened my package, which has the dies and the presses. Really hoping I got the right size. So we are gonna all find out together. This is so confusing. Okay, I think these two go to, no.
After sorting my pieces and watching several videos of how to set up my hand press, I started testing it out on scrap denim fabric. I won't lie, this thing gave me all sorts of trouble, but the press wouldn't flatten the snap evenly, leaving one side sticking up and not secure to the garment.
Okay, I have spent the last like 2 hours fiddling around with this hand press, and it has been super tricky. I've been kind of going back and forth between the hand press and using the little kit that came with the snap set. So I probably used about, I don't know, 10 different snaps to try to figure this out and to see what's gonna work the best, because I am really scared of butchering this jacket on the very last step, and I'm totally regret doing this myself now, but it's okay. Luckily, it's on the inside, so it's not visible from the outside, the snaps, if it doesn't look the best. And honestly, if the snaps aren't super functional, I'm not gonna be that upset. Except the sleeve ones. The sleeve ones need to really work because I gotta close this. We are just going to hope for the best.
To puncture my fabric, I used an awl. And I used my scissors to make the hole wide enough to fit my snap through. Then I used the application tools with my hammer to manually secure the snap.
Okay, I have officially installed my first silver snap on my jacket and it was a success. It's a little bit of a hack job on the inside, but you know what? It works. So that's all I care about. Now I just have to do the rest of them. So
to do the snaps down the front, I measured out equal distance from each snap and put all the holes in before moving on to the snap application again.
I am so happy I finally finished this project. Look at how she turned out. I'm obsessed with it. I like it a lot more than I thought I was going to, so that's exciting for me because sometimes when I work on a project for a really long time, I start to hate it. I am very happy with it. I am excited to wear it, and yeah, on to the next project, honestly. So let's just... Next up, I'm going to be converting these pants that I purchased from Poshmark into a denim maxi skirt. This is actually a little collaboration that I'm currently doing with Poshmark. They reached out to me to do like a DIY reel for them for their Instagram, and I came up with this idea to do a maxi skirt out of denim because I feel like those are becoming super popular right now and I don't have one, so why not? But then I purchased these pants. I love them. The waist is too big, so we're gonna be taking in the waist today, but I'm so sad that I have to cut these up because I absolutely love the way these fit as is. So we're going to kind of do a little hack because it truly breaks my heart thinking that I can't own these as jeans. So my plan is I'm still going to make these into a maxi skirt and film all the content I need to film for the project, but I'm not going to make any cuts to the actual fabric, so I have the option later on to go back in and make these into jeans again. Since I only really need to be seam ripping and manipulating the inseam of the pants, I feel like that's probably pretty easy to take out and put back if I change my mind later on, because oh my god, these jeans, they fit so nice. I was not expecting to like them as much as I do.
I have a full in-depth tutorial on my channel as to how I add elastic to the waistband of my jeans, so I'll be quickly skimming over this process, but I will have the video linked. I like this method because it doesn't involve any sewing, so anyone can do it, and the best part is it's adjustable.
Okay, we are making great progress. I have my waistband in. It was a little tricky. It does get a little twisted, which is why I was trying to use this ruler as kind of like a hack to smooth it out, and it really helped. So if you're ever trying to insert elastic into a waistband of your jeans or any pair of pants and it's twisting, try to stick a ruler like this in there and see what happens. Now I just need to sew on the buttons and this part of the transformation is done.
After a little adjusting, the jeans fit perfectly. And I am mildly sad about having to seam rip these, but I know I have the option to transform them back if I want to. After the seams are fully separated, I serged the raw edges to prevent further fraying.
So I got a little too happy with the serger and started serging before I fully seam ripped all the seams that I needed to seam rip. So now I'm going to just seam rip up until the fly in the front, and we're gonna start with about up to the pockets in the back and see where that gets us.
So I figured the easiest way for me to drape my skirt was to use my dress form. Going from the bottom up, I managed to squeeze it onto my mannequin. And then I just kept making adjustments and moving the pins around and even seam ripping more until I was happy with the way it was laying. Then I pinned it into place before sewing it. And here is the fit check.
So I just need to correct the fit in the back. It's a little bit wavy towards the bottom, which is honestly the best case scenario because it's a lot easier to get to than the top. And as much as I love the original hem of the jeans, I'm going to have to hem this skirt because it is way too long. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold up the existing hem and hem it from there, and I'm not going to cut anything. So when I convert these back into the jeans, I will still have the original hem.
And after everything is done, here is the final fit. It honestly looks so good. I love the way this turned out.
Okay, that concludes this week's little vlog. I am so excited with how this skirt turned out. I think it's really cute, and I'm going to go and edit the final footage for Poshmark right now. If you want to see how that piece of content turns out, be sure to follow my Instagram page since that is where I will be uploading it. And if you'd like to see more fashion DIY content from me, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will be notified when I make an upload. And that is it for today. I will catch you in the next one. Bye!